Last time on Metaphor ReFantazio. Jeez, where do we start? The hero is the prince's desires, given form, and the two combine to create a new being, Will with white hair. The lore dump of the century occurs, and the power of the prince archetype strikes down Zorba's human in a single blow. With momentum in our favor, we return to Grand Trad to plan our counterattack. Has Moore visited the ancient Elden Sanctum?
Time marches on, and the age of the new king draws nearer.
Oh my god! That's amazing. I thought it'd just be empty, but no, we're here. Alive and awake.
All our preparations are just about set. Now that this is actually happening, I've got some pre-show jitters.
Oh my god, how do you think I feel, Juna?
All this royalty? I'd always felt they lived in a different world to the likes of me. Never figured I'd be walking alongside one myself.
'Tis proof that bloodline decides nothing. We are one people living in a shared world.
Looks like this is gonna be our last mission. Any final words you want to say?
Can we stop saying final mission, last battle? Alright, I'll do my commentary impression.
What do I say?
Me every video.
Wow. I feel so motivated.
Come on, I had to pick that.
Yet if he suddenly spoke with the eloquence of a philosopher king, 'twould bemuse more than it would spur.
Yeah, that'd be weird.
You can take it at your own pace. We're all getting used to it gradually.
About the new stuff you've felt and learned since becoming the prince. Can I ask you one more thing?
Cannot guarantee I'll have an answer, but...
Why is it that you want to be king? It's not about honor or power, is it?
Frankly speaking, that other guy's just gotta lose. To protect my country and his people, though. I mean, we've seen everyone. We've met so many people. If they would all just die by the like a human rampage, that's too much. I don't even care about ruling over them. We just gotta prevent that.
I want to protect this country and its people.
That's what I believe.
'Tis the answer I hoped for. As your knight, I will ever serve you with all my soul and ability.
Well, I guess this means we're ready as we're gonna be.
Off we go. To do what? I guess just head back to town. Can never come here again. God, that sucks.
This place.
I miss it already, and I should have read those other portraits. Oh well, gotta save something for additional videos, I guess, but Grand Trad, here we come! I doubt all in Grand Trad will give us a warm reception. Still, should we choose not to fight, then Louis' victims only pile higher.
Yeah.
Easy to sway. Will help anyone, but doing it a whole nother thing. All the more reason we gotta prove we're serious by putting our lives on the line. We'll lead by example. Besides, it won't be the first time we've crawled our way up from the bottom. That's right. Just gotta do it all over again. Easy peasy.
After having made so many sacrifices, the group has gained new powers and ascertained new truths. Their arch-enemy, Louis, already has one hand on the throne. Even so, they march ever forward, spirits rekindled by battle. They head to Grand Trad, for the fight is far from over.
Yeah.
That Elden boy is nowhere to be found. I suppose it's only a matter of time until Louis takes the throne.
I mean, where's that guy? Aren't you missing somebody?
Speaking of which, I don't see the general.
Yeah, you just dipped, like...
The voice of the pro-Louis faction became too overwhelming. He was ultimately forced out of his position. Why is this happening? Even if the Sanctus Church's favor has collapsed, why is it that Louis alone is reaping the benefits?
The public mind is the same as it's always been. It's too difficult to find answers in themselves, so they follow those who provide. We've certainly relied on that ourselves.
It's always easier to follow than to have to make all the risks yourself. Now that we are out of ideas, what can we do?
Can you imagine Louis on the throne? Can you imagine what he'd do with us? We'd be the first on the chopping block. Do we hide? Run? Our ships are in port.
Is this really the time for idle chit-chat?
Batlin? What?
Who are you?
Oh, okay.
Just a passing wastrel.
Kinda worried.
Thought I'd drop in for a word since I was in the area. You might have one way to survive.
Oh yeah. Back up the prince. There you okay, they used something with those characters. It's so funny to think back in the day I was like, oh, those are like the big guys. Nope, not exactly. Not calling the shots whatsoever. What is up with you?
Well then, let us depart.
Understatement of the game. Can you just be normal?
Lord Louis, your pardon. We've encountered an unexpected snag. I killed the prince in the Elden village. I confirmed his death, yet it appears the boy candidate has merged with his corpse. It seems the prince is now resurrected.
Resurrected?
Yes, and what's more...
8,000 damage, my lord. 8,000.
The boy candidate was the actual prince after all. Something about his soul having traveled independently, and then returning to his corporeal body.
I see. So his ideal form was spun from Magla. Whatever the case, this means the land's true prince has reawakened in his sanctum. How interesting. After these long years, my chase may finally come to an end. My nemesis awaits.
Lord Louis, what is it about that bastard that fascinates you? Yeah, I won't let it end like this. I have to do better. I need more power. I will show Lord Louis I am worthy of his gaze.
Oh, so it's like that. I was about to joke, like, oh, you jealous? No, he literally is. But...
We'll soon be arriving above the royal capital.
Excellent. As planned, increase altitude and enter the royal palace in the sky.
Are you certain? We'll be heading directly to His Majesty, the former king, and...
Rest assured, that old fool is powerless to stop me now. Proceed.
Understood.
Let the final banquet begin.
I'd still be afraid to get close to that thing. What's Luis we're talking about? I mean, he did kill the king once. Can't be that hard to do if he's a rock, right? Maybe that's the idea. Oh, what's all this? Oh.
Come on, any takers?
Really?
Any bets for the other candidates? Remember, if Luis loses, a silver coin could turn into mountains of breeze.
What are you trying to say? You think Count Luis is going to lose?
Yeah, what is going on here? Are they taking bets? I guess you often bet on elections. Well, I don't, but...
Oh, no, of course not. I'll just say.
I'll call that bet. All in on His Highness the Prince.
Batlin sealing the show yet again. Our biggest fan, bro. Well, I don't know about that.
A sanctus bigwig gambling away his tides. This really is the end of the world. Didn't know his esteemed princeliness had any supporters left.
I mean, he's not really the prince, is he? Was actually a monster in disguise all along. Haven't you heard the news? The times we live in, I'll tell you.
Must be tough, being an easy mark. It didn't take much for you to buy everything Luis was selling about the prince. The fireworks went off the moment he said, "Behold." Remember? You don't think there's any chance Luis orchestrated the entire thing?
Come on. Batlin, you know that because you know me, but...
Oi, churchman. You saying Count Luis lied to us? You think he cast some big illusion?
Be careful.
An illusion, eh? What if I said it's a power more dangerous than that? Always struck me as odd. We all know Luis, the mighty human slayer, but how does he keep finding the things one after another? Seems a bit convenient.
Oh my god.
If you ask me.
Wait, he's...
Like he knows in advance where these monsters will appear to cause havoc.
He's cooking! How do we never... Oh my god, he's just making humans. Didn't we call this like a oh my...
Easy to nitpick and gripe
oh,
about,
yeah,
isn't it,
like
churchman?
It's too much logic.
Maybe someone needs to shut you up.
All right. Let's keep things civil, eh? No sense becoming a monster yourself.
Oi! What's all this fuss about?
Oh, Batlin, run.
Damn it!
When Count Louis is king, you'll all be the first at the gallows. You'll die just like Forden.
Or maybe not. He's good. Okay.
Well, they're probably just as anxious as the rest of us. All that yelling and thrashing helps fight it off. Humans have been sighted near the capital, after all.
It's more than that. Pockets of society have resented the upper class for ages now, but this might be the spark that lights the kindling. Luis's respect for power is certainly cruel, but it's fair to an extent. Those of us pushing the status quo have always struggled to understand the appeal.
Even then, everyone's on edge. They'll jump at any excuse to argue and snarl at each other. Never seen it this bad. Not normal, I say.
Blind fanaticism and doom go hand in hand. If we don't find some common ground soon, it'll collapse beneath us.
Oh yeah. Forgot there's a giant rock.
Luis left saying that he'd be waiting at the royal capital. Only one place he could be. All eyes are on his Skyrunner as it rises to the flying palace.
Wow.
What are we about to see?
Look at that. It's all Luis now. I mean, obviously, but... Oh, he's in.
Ah. The royal palace. It's been a while.
Makes sense there'd be no
Do
guards.
you hear me, O king? Stubborn and deathless? This country is distorted. You and the other titled authorities decide who grows fat and who is devoured. The country knows no war only because our very core is built upon a system of societal predator and prey. It cannot be defied from within. That is peace, but not order. Hand over the royal scepter. The game is over. The country needs change, and I will provide it.
I nearly forgot. What is he gonna do if he has it?
Thou impertinent faith breaker, hast thou no shame in preempting the day of judgment?
Those horns. It really is him.
Do you presume yourself a god? Is that why you wrought your face in stone and took it to the heavens? You're nothing. Just an ordinary, broken old man.
How wouldst thou wield the king's magic? To what end?
To purify all that your kind have left to rot. You threw away your ideals, but I will never make that mistake.
Only the people's chosen may take the throne. The royal scepter and its resting place remain beyond you.
He really won't give it up?
This royal scepter, the royal magic. Did you think that only generations of kings were aware of their secrets?
There's no way you figured that out.
Why someone can manipulate world-changing power by use of only a single scepter? Why only those supported by the people can use it? Listen well, O king. The truth behind the royal magic.
Oh, come on.
Huh. So it's true.
Just tell us.
The country truly is putrid with sin.
What is the magic?
In other words, if I took hold of it now, then I would have the power to change the world itself.
Excuse me?
How didst thou learn of this?
How?
No, really. Come on. Quit stringing us along. What?
Thou wert elder.
I guess there goes the theory.
You were not always blind to this country's rot. When you visited our sanctum, I saw and knew the passion in your heart. And yet, what happened to our village? What happened to this country?
Wait, so do they know? He met him. Oh my god. What does that mean? He just says nothing. What
You cannot stop me any longer. Nor can anyone else. Save one lone possibility.
Does he mean us? My god. No, he finally has the real scepter. But what does that do? Is the royal magic just creating the...
Snatching victory from the maw of catastrophe, the party descends again on the royal capital, Grand Trad. But they are greeted only by ominous skies. Their return hardly counts as a triumph, considering how they departed. Anticipating conflict, the Gauntlet Runner comes to a quiet stop.
What the hell's wrong with the sky?
So is his mouth always like that?
Isn't that... Oi! That monster boy's come back!
Ah, that's why the sky's grown so hellish. The half-dead bastard returns with his head held high.
A more aggressive welcome than I expected. Would any introductions help them to understand?
I could try some jokes. Tuna, can you sing? No, we're past that.
It's useless. Words are cheap. Still, we should walk with pride instead of trying to keep our heads down.
True enough.
His Royal Highness, the Prince, returns! Louis distorted his form through strange and terrible magics, but the curse is now dispelled. His true form has been restored!
Oi, if that's really His Highness, then tell us why in His Majesty in the sky stop all this bloodshed?
What?
Cause he's an imposter! Just like Count Louis said! You're not fool us again, beast!
Oi! Calm down. At least listen.
And you! Never thought I'd see one of the Magnus brothers standing against Count Louis, even the thick one. He took in a parapus like you, and you spit on him! Scum! Only thing traitors deserve is a tight rope and a stiff beam. And you want us to support the prince?
Oh, that doesn't look good. Well, you know.
Lady Juno, I can't believe this. I admired you. Why would you risk dying alongside some fake prince? I don't intend on dying with anyone. Besides, I'm still me, whoever I'm standing with.
Hey, you chief! Weren't you the wretch who got kicked out of the knighthood? Now you're with this pack of throne chasers. Shame. Shame!
Well, they got nothing on...
Mustari girl!
Oh, they do. Well.
You ungrateful pagan! Count Louis brought down the Sanctus Church for you! How dare you strike out at him? They're all traitors, I say!
What is all this? The truth of the prince hardly matters to them. Every one of them's only concerned with their own emotions, and nothing else.
We'll have your heads on pikes soon enough. Leave! Get out of our royal capital!
If they're just monsters, we can deal with them ourselves. How about it?
This is bad. They really are out for our blood. Has everyone gone insane?
Look at the maglets. I just noticed it's right here too.
Oi! Over here!
Huh! Finally!
Don't bother with them! No talking this one out. You need to run now.
Or we could fly, right? That's still on the table. Or teleport. I mean, we have options. No, we're exiting stage right. Or is that left? Whatever. Well, we abandoned the ship.
We weren't away from the city that long. What happened? Why are all the people so bloodthirsty now?
The prince turning into a monster before their eyes still lingers in their minds. After all, a monster entered into their society disguised as a person.
No, that's not...
I know, it's not true. But truth and how it appears to the citizens are different beasts.
My God, they're honest. They just know. That's human nature. We can say that now, and you know what I mean. To just act so irrationally.
Moreover, humans have been sighted closer than ever before. The royal capital's populace is unused to danger, so they've become suspicious of each other. How fares your neighbor? Do you run in circles with monsters in disguise? Are questions on the tip of every tongue. Ever since Forden's death, Louis has everyone on a knife edge. He's erratic, and nobody knows how he'll react to those who defy him if push comes to shove.
So, at the core of it, people are scared witless, and they cling to Louis as a savior, rather than the devil he is.
You well know that Louis cares not one whit about social status, especially as a token of birthright. No amount of wealth or standing can buy his protection. So even those who may have opposed him at first now counsel that condemning him would be imprudent, as it puts their safety at risk.
Right. It's just a domino effect.
Then we're
Mob
stuffed.
mentality.
He won't save anyone. And oh yeah, he can create humans, by the way.
Oh, that's all true then.
Oh, wait, you... Okay.
I have my suspicions, but it's still a bit of a jolt.
Yeah.
This all said,
Have it confirmed.
in my humble opinion, what we're seeing in the people now has been in the works for some time.
It's all planned. Every
Has
bit
the
of it.
tournament for the throne truly ever been a fair contest? The Sanctus Church bent it to its whim, and I abetted that. To my shame.
Oh, come on. You didn't know any better. None of us did.
Before I met you people, I didn't have much to me but anger and quips. I'd rant and snipe and have my cynical little discourse, but I'd only looked to others for change.
Wow.
Now maybe
a little closer
that
to home.
outlook's our real enemy. Blind fanaticism, like I had. Even if there's no malice to it, it's a dangerous thing. Hard to think clear when your mind's a muddy stream.
We've been told Magla is born from people's anxiety. Perhaps the proof is now before our eyes.
Kind of ironic. But we have to do something about it. If we don't, they'll never listen. We'll only ever be seen as an enemy.
I had the inn prepared. They won't let anyone in but you lot. Let's head there for now, shall we?
How are we gonna turn this city back, though? It seems impossible. My God. It's just so... incredulous. No, no! It's too... That's just a dead guy over there! Oh my God! What's happening? Norris is heading back to the Gauntlet Runner. Seems like the city's come down... at least a tiny bit. They had a hard time wrecking our Gauntlet Runner. But we still wouldn't stand a chance at now. Should make our way to the Hush Honeybee. Everyone's already gone red. Louis, oh my God. We just can't stop him. No, we can. Come on. Send in the horses. No, we don't need that anymore. God, the thing I'm thinking about most is just the reality that, yeah, the war of the old world was spurred on by what I can assume is just, it could be any clash of ideologies, but what, springs to mind is, the Cold War, communism versus, capitalism. The reality of who is right. That is like the biggest, out of all these cutscenes, that is the thing that stands out to me the most, because it's like, God, yeah. Can there ever truly be a right way? And the game designers are of the opinion that, like, no, every system we come up with will be flawed. And the prospect that Hythloday and more could be the same guy. Is that true? Is that... I don't know. Guess we gotta keep playing to find out. Hulkenberg, I'm scared.
Let's move.
We've cleared everyone out. Let's hurry inside. All right, back to business. Gotta conquer our fears and anxieties. That's the whole point. Oh, check out the weather. I just realized. That's ominous. Oh, Maria. Don't worry. I'm on top of it.
Everyone, I'm glad you made it back in one piece. Since you left, Louisa's following has only grown.
Have you changed? You're still the same person, aren't you?
Yeah, a lot's been going on.
'Tis quite a story, but it deserves explaining. I only hope you can believe us.
Yeah, it's pretty far-fetched.
So basically, I'm my own imaginary friend.
Alright, wait a minute. Let me get this straight.
Okay, even the writers are like, yeah, this is kind of,
I had thought all this business with declaring yourself the prince was a well-meaning bluff. But under the deception, you were, in fact, the actual prince. Is that right?
Okay, we're recapping. We got it. Typical Atlas fashion.
Still, I mean, how do you get the whole country to believe your story? Is that even possible?
Yeah, that seems harder than even beating Louis.
Frankly, I doubt it. We've just seen firsthand how far we'll get trying to talk the people down.
Then what will you do? If this goes on...
But you're still you, yes?
Yeah. Corny jokes and
You
all.
came to help everyone, just like you helped me before, right?
Yes, that's right. It'll all turn out fine.
Good.
I see. So, even if no one believes you, you're still determined to settle the score with Louis head-on?
Even so, the gulf between us is wider than ever. The people have all but named him their champion. With so little time, a guileless appeal to the public may fall on deaf ears.
Hard luck for the honest knight. And not much room left for civil debate now that Louis is openly advocating killing his opposition. Well, that ship sailed when the king's magic faded.
What are you trying to say, Belle?
Anyway, if there is a key to turning the tide, first place I'd look is the castle in the sky.
He's just like, oh, just get up there and kill him.
You saw how violent and volatile the city folk are now, but I don't think it's as simple as fearing Louis. I've been keeping an eye on the royal capital while you were off on your jaunt through the woods. Frankly, the change in public sentiment was too sudden. Unnatural.
Oh my god.
It's as if they've been collectively drained of their sanity, and if I had to guess what's causing it...
You're implying it's Louis's doing? All the eeriness in the sky. Is that because...
I mean, if he entered the throne room and we saw the scepter up there, he must... Does he just now have the royal magic?
Don't know. But the change in the citizens is certainly odd. If something really is forcing it, that means we might still have a chance to fix it.
Louis is doing the royal palace. Whether or not he truly desires a world overrun by humans, he won't know his mind till we confront him.
On the other hand, it may well be bait for a trap.
Well, it's not like we got a choice.
There's gotta be something up there.
Then it's settled. Head to the royal palace and put a stop to whatever Louis is cooking up. With that Skyrunner, you're the only ones who can.
Kind of figured this out to go down.
And we'll fight in the ways we can too. We'll make sure the whole kingdom hears that the real prince is back after all the strife he's been through.
Indeed. If you can make things better, you might just inspire everyone to remember their own hopes and dreams. Maria's been terribly patient, waiting for you and believing in you. It'd be nice to see her smile again.
Alright, I'm working on it.
Right.
If Louis is behind all these disturbances, then stopping him will only help us in the approval rating. If we can restore civility and rational thought, it'll pave the way to defeating Louis. We must press on with faith in that.
I'll always believe in you. We'll all do our best, so you can be a good king.
Indeed.
What's that look?
If we win, I suppose you really will be king.
Guys, I thought that was obvious. What? Like...
We're counting on you, oh king.
Well, I guess we didn't expect it to be like this. Either way.
It is too late today for a grand charge, I fear. Let us take a night's rest, and on the morrow, we make for the castle.
Damn, it's actually endgame. But then what if Nurse's other No, there's no way, right?
What to pick?
I don't effing get it. I'm just gonna keep playing. Then we'll sort out all the followers and everything. Everyone's filled with so much anxiety. Now they don't know what to do. Public sentiment's very volatile at times like this. There was still a way to win. So different from when you were last in Grand Trad. Everyone's staring at you with such disdain in their eyes. We must remember you still got people on your side, Will. Let's do what we can. Still checking out them chickens. Jeez. Also, man, Stroll the Human Slayer. That's,
Oh, it's Mister.
No matter what happens, you're still you to me. I'm going to keep cheering you on forever.
How about you, Fabian?
You.
Any change?
Who would have believed you were His Highness, the actual prince? I apologize for the less than royal accommodations. Oh no, this is the best place in town. Try to have a good rest regardless. Yeah. Are we missing somebody? Wait, where's Heisman? No matter what I say, the people of Grand Trad are going to look down on you. Sounds like these where your actions will speak louder than words. They see you stand up to Luis, make plain who's in the right. God. I'm just fearing, is there some like cataclysmic event on the way? I don't know if I can handle that. Maria in danger? Let's just count our blessings that it hasn't happened yet. Oh god, now I jinxed it, no! There's something foul in the young Grand Trad. Everyone seems so anxious. Those who oppose us do so with fervor. There are also those who believe in us. We must press on. You're right. Man, this feels like the weight of everything on our shoulders now. Heck of a feeling.
Your Highness.
So, His Highness returns the royal capital in triumph and glory. In truth, I'd have liked to welcome him back with a grand feast. Ah well, the day shall come when the people too celebrate you in grand fashion. My spear's ever ready to ensure that day comes. Right. Spear's ready. We're gonna need it. God. What's up, fellas?
Honestly.
First you were Luis' subordinate, then a false prince. And now you're the real thing! None have walked so strange about as you. After all this, you still mean to be king.
I kinda got it at this point. Man, you know, just like the real world, I don't have all the answers. People that do think, this is how I'd run for president, I'd crap my pants the first day in office. But you know, we've had a lot of presidents. That might have happened. You never know. But point being, if anybody can do it, it's Will. And it doesn't have to be perfect. I think that's the big saying piece of the whole game, right? As long as your heart's in the right place, you truly do act selflessly in, towards a common good. That's enough. It's just the way we go about it, I guess, in our real world. We're always looking out for our self-interest. Which makes sense. We can't all be saints, but I don't know. This really is a think piece, and I'm glad for that. Like, we're going to be talking about this for ages. I will say, though, my God, I wonder how the human angle, like, people are going to react to that. It's one of those things where they show you so early on that it's like, oh, yeah, humanity. Is it just a Etrinet reference? Who knows? But I don't know. I think, obviously other pieces of fiction have done that, but it's especially powerful in this game. It's not like totally hidden from you either, right?
Come on.
So, turn around, eh? Last time we were here, people were falling over themselves to welcome you. Now the only thing I see in their eyes is fear. Dark people. Even if Will turned into a monster, Louis is the one making him. That's a far bit scary if you ask me.
Yeah. I mean, that's just hypocrisy, but how can we describe that to so many people? They gotta think for themselves. We can't convince them. It's beyond that.
Good night.
God, I love this game. I need to shut the dump up, though, and play the game.
The day of the hero draws near.
Oh?
Which shall see the crowning of a new king. 31 days remain.
31? What? Is that actually the end of the game? For real? They've never counted it down like this. Oh, God. Oh, God. Now I have anxiety.
To all the people who dwell in this land.
Whoa.
This voice? Soon, naught but 1 month will remain. On the dawn of the day of the hero, the one who has inspired the greatest faith of the people shall inherit the kingdom. I bid thee forget not these words.
No more fooling around. It's actually over in 31 days. Jeez.
Wasn't expecting to wake up to such a spectacle. But I suppose that confirms it. This is where it ends.
Luis has already fortified himself behind the palace walls. Good thing we've got a Skyrunner. Or it'd already be over for us.
Or perhaps it is us he has been waiting for all this time.
Makes you say that. What?
However disturbing the world looks now, tis only a prelude to the deadland Luis strives for.
Sky looks proper hellish already. And with all the humans out there, it's no wonder everyone's losing their grip.
Well, he wanted a fair world where strength decides everything. Funny how that's indistinguishable from absolute chaos.
But it's Luis who has the most support right now. And that wasn't born of deception. He broke the nation's order, and everyone knows it.
Sure enough. That's what got Ardell and I dreaming to begin with. Figured a world where the poor and weak get trampled on was a world worth breaking. come to think of it, what do we all stand for, really?
Man. I mean, I guess the answer hasn't changed much. Anything but this.
Maybe hope.
A little broad, don't you think?
I'm trying. Jesus.
I don't really know what everyone's talking about.
Same.
But everyone who's seen you and your friends say you're amazing. You make them really, really happy. Because, you know, you've got all the tribes in your team. Everyone's different, but you keep working together and doing great. You're so cool.
About time someone said it.
A fair point. You're quite right, Maria. It is a hard thing to word, so forgive my fumbling. But perhaps it is a matter of standing for something Luis does not believe exists. We must prove that it does.
Yeah, we can go for that.
If you keep on believing in what you want, and you keep on working hard for it, it will come true.
That's right, love. I can think of plenty of people who would be much happier if they took a page from your book.
I see now. This is surely the essence of true magic.
Best of luck, Your Highness. After all those speeches about taking the throne, it'll be awfully irresponsible to go dying on us now.
Yeah, I don't plan on it. I don't think I could die if I... Well, let's not jinx it. If Luis claims victory, everyone will be sacrificed in his wake. We have to prevent that from happening. Whatever Luis is doing in the Royal Palace has to be stopped as soon as possible. It's up to us to do it.
Right, thank you. Well, we'd best keep an eye on the calendar. The King's deadline was the dawn of the Day of the Hero, so we've got until the day before. And that won't be the end of things either. Even if people come to their senses, it would amount to nothing if Luis sits upon the throne. Personally, I think we should prioritize our main objective here. I'm sure we'd get it done, but we have to make sure we have at least one day to spare before the Day of the Hero.
We've got a few days left, so it's up to you how we spend them. When we set off, let's do it with no regrets. So Luis is hiding in the floating royal palace here. We have to stop him. I won't accept King Luis.
Oh my god. The weather, it's all dread. That's terrible. Oh my god, this is the worst thing ever. Oh my god, we're also finally at the end. Man. It doesn't even feel real.
We'll face danger here.
But we gotta stop him. I mean, frankly, I feel like I'm plenty strong, but you know, there are some followers. Gotta spend some time. Okay, 30 days. That's plenty of time in metaphor. Well, stopping the Archmage Luis. Pinnacle of evil. Mission with the deadline's begun. Challenge him. And, due to Magla disturbance throughout the kingdom, the entire country is experiencing dread. That wasn't bad enough. Be cautious of inclement weather. Blight. Oh, okay, so... Yeah, dread isn't... it sounds bad. Not actually bad. But blight, it is bad. The abilities of your followers and their supporters will be indispensable when it comes to surpassing Luis. Use the time to ensure you have no regrets. Okay. You heard it here first. You be absolutely sure you're ready for anything. That place has definitely changed from the last time you were there. What place? Oh my god, Maria. But yeah, I mean, I kind of saw this coming. There's more than a handful of followers that seemed like they were arbitrarily locked off, and now we know why. Because story reasons, but I fully intend to get them all. Port Katharina. I'm gonna work on it as soon as I can.
Mister.
First one's first.
You're back. Welcome back. Are you hungry? Miss Fabian cooked up some food.
You know, honestly, I've been through a lot. I can take a breather. First day up, it's not going anywhere. Floating castle in the sky, you know.
We can all eat together then. It's a party.
Can use to pick me up. I mean, she's right outside the thing. Wait, yep. Oh.
Eat up, you two. Smells good, doesn't it? Hope you like it. This dish has some complexity to it.
Food for everybody.
There's more than enough for everyone.
Oh, look at her go.
I was thinking maybe it would be good if I gave some of Miss Fabian's food to hungry people.
Hey, that's a good place to start. Good thinking, Maria!
Everyone's scared of people they don't understand or don't know. That's why they were mean to me too. So maybe if we get everyone to eat lots of good food together, they'll talk to each other and get along.
Well, I'll help pass out food. I feel kind of like I'm not doing anything.
I'd like to help too. What can I do?
I'll make seconds.
Thank you. Can you serve the food?
Yeah, last time I tried cooking for Fabian, it didn't turn out well. Didn't we put, like, milk in, like, the stew? I don't know. It doesn't matter.
Now hold on.
Oh.
Let's not be hasty about inviting those sorts in, What if they make a habit of skulking around here?
Oh my god, lady, the world's ending. Come on. Might as well have a full stomach.
Well, take a look yourself before you start clutching your pearls.
Oh.
Not a single one has even taken a plate, as you can plainly see.
Yeah, they're too shy. Maybe they don't want to look fat, being the first one. No, I think they're past that.
I need to warn you, Mom. Even if you demand compensation later, I've naught to give you.
Oh, that's what he's worried about.
And I'm telling you, I don't need any.
Yeah, so eat up. Quit all this yapping. Put a bread roll in there.
Maria and I just don't want you dying of hunger. After all, we're neighbors, and I won't ignore any of you any longer. Truth be told, I turned a blind eye to your plight. But Maria saw it plain, and my eyes were opened, and I realized that it isn't right. It's not all right at all. So, go ahead and eat your fill. You've my word. There are no tricks here. I've a portion for you as well. Surely you've heard whispers about the honeybees fair now, haven't you?
Well, Maria's idea proved to be a huge success. A large crowd formed. We served plenty of food.
Is it true that you ran your own business?
Yes, Mom. At one point, I owned a factory and had several hired hands in my employ. But then, I was swindled by a moneylender. I'd like to work my way up again. Or even earn just enough to put a roof over my head. But once you've lost your footing, it's hard to stand back up on your own.
Right. Man, I feel for the guy. But he has skills. Well, yeah, once you hit rock bottom, he just... That's relatable.
Hey, perhaps you could find a place that will put him to work. I've heard you're well connected around these parts.
I'll consider it.
Aw, there, it's a start.
Oh, he's here.
The boy! I almost forgot!
You should try Miss Fabian's cooking. It's really good.
Why?
Because eating yummy food makes everyone happy. And when my friends are happy, I'm happy too.
Sometimes we lose our way. Really, it's just that simple. As a child would say.
We're friends. But you're normal, and I'm not.
I've been thinking about a whole lot of things lately. And we did this today because I met you. Talking to people makes things better. It makes it so even things that were sad feel a little brighter. It's like a light in the dark all of a sudden. Or, actually, it's more like you see it was never dark to begin with. I want everyone to know that. I'm Maria. What's your name?
It's... Apis. I couldn't even remember my own name.
Oh my gosh. Because no one's asked him.
Nice to meet you, Apis. So, do you think anything around here has changed? Maybe for the better?
I'm not sure, but... it does feel a little different, yeah.
Do you want to come eat with us?
My god. Just to think a child forgetting his own name because nobody... He really could have. But Maria, she saved a life, genuinely.
Everyone looks so happy. Miss Fabian said she wanted to try doing that again.
Oh, goodness.
She even wants to get some of the townspeople to help out too.
It was your idea that put it in motion, Maria. It's okay, you can gloat, you can go.
That's great. I'm glad everything worked out.
Yep. Talking to people really does change things. Me and Apis are friends now too. We're going to go play with Harundo and the others too next time.
Whoa, who's Harundo?
Harundo? Who's that?
That boy who drew on the walls. We played together the other day.
Oh my god. Look at Miss Popular Maria. Uniting the town.
All of these good things happen because of you, mister.
Oh, can't take all the credit.
You gave me those pictures of your journey. Remember? When I look at these pictures, I imagine your voice in my head saying, just do your best.
Whoa. I do not sound like that.
I sound like this? Just do your bet. Come on. Ugh. Anyway.
Sorry. Oh, no, what's...
I like it when you're here. And sometimes I'm still lonely when you're not around, but I'm not going to ask you not to go.
Because I guess you're not as long as you used to be?
Is that because you have a home now?
I used to want to run away from Grand Trad so badly. I didn't feel at home here. So I thought there was someplace else I should go to.
I guess because she, found a place where she belongs. She made friends.
I wanted Miss Fabienne to like me so much. But the more important thing really was if I liked Miss Fabienne.
Oh.
When I realized that, I learned that I can pick where my home is. I can choose where I belong. And right now, I've picked this place. This is my home.
Not because she's forced to be, or just because she wouldn't be anywhere else. Wow. This one rolled. Poor girl. Oh no, don't cry! I'm gonna cry!
I'll wait here with Miss Fabienne, so...
Not going anywhere. Well, I gotta go kill Louise, but...
Can't die, okay? So please come back.
I promise you I'll come back, Maria.
Remember, it's a promise.
Just like before, we're full circle. Dude, I can sense Maria's profound kindness and her unwavering trust in me.
The pure-hearted maiden, Maria, keeper and heritor of the healer's virtues. Your tempered bond has become a fire-forged trust. Thus, a new pinnacle of heroism awakens within thee. By the grace of her newfound powers, work to give truth to our hopes and fulfill thy destiny.
Man, now that we know who the mysterious voice is... The Savior. Oh my god. Here it is. One of the... Well, I shouldn't say one of the last archetypes, but definitely one of the more advanced ones. Wow. Whoa, look at all those hands. All clasped in prayer. I can get behind that. Nice.
If you don't come back on your own, I'll find you and bring you back.
Whoa, Maria.
I still dream about going on a journey one day. To all sorts of faraway places. I'll even go to where Papa never went to. I'll see those places for him.
The ones in the pictures? Wow. Well, you're gonna need a gauntlet runner, that's for sure.
And then it'll be my turn to tell you all about my journey.
Oh.
Do the two of you have a moment?
Oh, sorry.
Lend me a hand with the inn, will you?
Yeah. Right on, boss.
Okay, coming. Let's go.
To think, a king's first day on his new campaign. He spends it with Maria, hanging out in the inn. It's a strong bond of trust that developed between Maria and I. People of the Sunshade Row, Grand Trad, now all support me. And we're building back again. Love it. Something about numbers going up. It's just the RPG way. But seriously,
what should I...
I need a minute. A lot's been going on. And that's the understatement of the year. Man, Ringo, Maria, Fabienne. But what about everybody else? Barden, friggin', I mean the whole world, dude. Like, my god. Brigida's ready. I'm sure Barden's ready to go. Katharina over there. Okay. First things first. I need to go eat. So, join me next episode of Metaphor ReFantazio, where we begin our last 30 days. It's hard to believe, but yeah, I'm gonna try and do as much as I can. and send this thing off with a bang. See you next time. Bye.